team where the women won the one. Okay, quickly we'll talk about the Diamond League now. Rabat, Morocco, where Blasno Kagbari, she competed, but then she finished 4th in the 100 meters. But we'll start with this Canadian, Andre DeGrasse. I remember that picture of Usain Bolt himself, and how they had to chase Usain Bolt almost to the finish line at the Olympics. But then this guy has gone on. He won in Rabat, Morocco, by a time of 20.03 seconds, winning the 200 meters event ahead of Amma Webb, who finished 2nd in Morocco.
The grass is another story of development, the Canadian. I think if you follow athletics, you will know that this young man has been in the picture, from the juniors, steady. Now look at he's beginning to run times. Before you know, I can't remember now if he has run a sub 20 200 meters race before, but look at he's posting very good times, and it will only get better. So this is what I actually expect from our own athletes. It's a good one for the Grassy.
So shouldn't be running 21.
No, come on. When people are running sub 20, you're talking about 20.
Lady of the moment now, Elaine Thompson. What else can you say? Here apparent. I mean, she's even gone past here apparent. Anyway, she's just there, took over from Fraser Price, and she's just dominating everywhere she goes. She comes. I mean, look at this. Look at this. How she pulled herself out.
Everyone.
Like 30 minutes to the end of that race, you are like, is she going to win? Is she not? But she didn't.
All this time, you mentioned something. You mentioned conditioning. These are some of the things that I had the pleasure of speaking to Antonio Sheku, and he talked about the fact that these things, the coaches know how to pace these athletes and know how to condition them for when they need to be at their best. Things like this, things like all those things he mentioned are the things that we need to invest in our athletes and teach them all these things, because if not, we'll just keep watching Ellen Thompson, Fraser Price, and the rest of them, and we'll keep saying, hey, they're doing fantastic, but forgetting that we used to be right there amongst them, and
okay.
It's not happening.
Story for the gods. Stop saying that we used to be, we're no longer there. What championship we're not going? We didn't go for the juniors, the under 18 and all that. So how do you expect to develop athletes? It's going to be very, very difficult. Let's talk about NPFl now. We'll make us happy. Okay, before NPFl, basketball.
Wow, basketball. Do we know what is happening?
No, the drugs. No, let's focus on. We'll focus on the drugs. The Tigers, the group they are in Group A, and it's a good one because defending champions. When you have, so to speak, a nice group like that with Mali, DR Congo, and Cote d'Ivoire, that you start preparations. Now they know the group. Now they know what to do, players to invite, and everything they need to do when camp will open. It's going to start in September. In Group B, you have Angola, Central African Republic, Morocco, and of course Uganda. Then you go to Group C, where you have the co-host nation, Tunisia, Guinea, Rwanda, Cameroon. Group D, also Senegal and Tunisia are co-hosting the tournament. Mozambique, Egypt, and South Africa completes that of Group D. So the tournament is starting in September, and of course by now we should start preparations. So that's what is major.
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. The tournament is starting in September. We are the defending champions. How many teams are we going to send?
I really don't know. I'm not going to talk about that. No. But then the thing is, the draw that was done, on Sunday also unveiled a new trophy, and the trophy has all the teams that have won it since its inception of the tournament. So it's a newly defined trophy. You also have Nigerian name on it as defending champion. So when you have that, looking at the trophy, that's something that should motivate you. You want to be the first to win the trophy. So
which team is going to get the trophy?
Motivate you. Nigeria, of course. We'll just wait for what's going to happen. September 6th. That's when it's.
I really want us to stay inside the courts and talk about just the game and focus on the big question, like you said, whether or not we're going to be able.
No, I'm not sure we're going to do that. Before that, we would have resolved the whole issue, whatever is happening. The 6th is starting on the 6th and it's going to end on the 8th. The thing is, you have the group phase. I mean, it's going to be played in the two different countries. Group A, Senegal and Tunisia. Two groups in Senegal. The other two groups is going to be.
We're lucky because we're going to be in Tunisia also, because the knockout stages through to the finals will be played in Tunisia, and so we're already based in Tunisia, and meaning we won't have to leave Senegal and come.
Hopefully, we'll do well, and that's the only thing we're going to say. All the off-court distractions.
The thing is that we've been talking about how they need to put their house in order so that it will not spill onto the court. It won't start disturbing our players. And we've already seen it happen at the 3x3 championships. We saw it happen.
Players are professionals, because I think if maybe we're going to have any issues of double list or anything like that, the players are professional. I think they will know what to do, because I'm not sure we can have the luxury of having more than
Cecilia, wait, let me look at another I'm coming from here is that most of our basketballers that we're going to talk about, that we should be expecting to come for these tournaments, are in a way, they don't really need to represent Nigeria. It's not like it's going to do something big for their careers, you know. So at the end of the day, if these guys are going to come in from the NBA and from wherever they are, and they are coming and they're seeing a house that is not in order, they might just, you know what, let me save my image. And I don't have time for this.
I think the whole issue is obviously going to be resolved at that time. I
really hope so. I really hope so.
We can afford to miss out on something as defending champions.
All right, where do we go now?
NPFl, now just look at the results. Yes, results coming from the weekend. Nassau United happens to be, well, you would say, the biggest winner, of the weekend, because they won away from home. They went to Sunshine Stars at Djibouti. That's where they're playing right now because of home crowd trouble and all that. They won by a lone goal. Other result, ABS and Rivers goalless. MFM and Wiki Tourist. MFM winning at home by lone goal. Canopilas beating Rangers. Rangers, hey, you're dropping 3SC and Casina. Congratulations, Yemi. Lobby Stars and Remo Stars. Lobby winning by 3-0. Then here you find Yuba and Enyimba 1-0. Niger Tornadoes and Plateau United. Aqua United beating Gombe. We'll go back to that match after the break. Academy Warriors and Abia Warriors. It was Academy who won the Battle of the Warriors. Sunshine Stars and Nassau. That is the result of the weekend. Everyone is looking forward to Nassau beating Sunshine by a long goal. There you have what the table is really looking like now. In the top 10, there is no Rangers International. There is no, of course, Rivers United. But you have Plateau United still leading by that 5 point. They have MFM second. Aqua United third. That's a good one for them. Academy Warriors, Lobby Stars, Yuba, Enyimba, Niger Tornadoes, Nassau United, and Canopilas completed the top 10. Now, the bottom, there you have Rangers International, 17th position, ABS 19, and of course, Remo Stars at the bottom of the table. Go for a break now. We'll come back, look at the game between Gombe United and Aqua.